Today, we're diving into the source material on an Indian company that's making a really bold claim. They're calling themselves a multi-vertical empire. So what in the world does that even mean? Well, we're going to unpack the ambitious model of Truedeal Global and see exactly what's behind this grand vision. But first, let's just start with a question. Think about this. What if one single company, just one, could provide every single service your business needs to get off the ground and grow? I mean, everything from your website to your legal advice. That's the core idea we're exploring here. And when I say every service, I mean it. The source material covers a massive range. We're talking IT infrastructure, legal filings, your company branding, getting international visas, and even cybersecurity. The scope is just incredibly broad. And that's where this phrase comes from. The source material calls this a multi-vertical empire. It's a huge claim, right? So our job today is to break down what that structure actually looks like, how it's supposed to work, and what it promises to deliver. So how do you even begin to build an empire like this? Let's start by looking at the company's foundations, at least as they're laid out in the source material. Okay, so the documents state that Truedeal Global has been in the game for over 12 years. And in that time, they say they've racked up over 1,200 clients from all over the world by offering more than 20 different services. And while they're based in India, their ambition is clearly global, with plans to expand into places like the USA, Australia, Canada, and Dubai. So you have to be asking, how does one company actually manage to offer so many different things all at once? Let's dive into their service ecosystem to see how it's all supposed to work. Okay, now this is key to understanding their model. Instead of one giant confusing website, they've set up a whole network of specialized sites for each service. For example, their visa service promises to cut out the middlemen and the delays. Their cybersecurity site talks about using AI for threat hunting. And their branding site, well, it advertises premium logos for a price that is remarkably low. You see the pattern? Each vertical has its own brand and its own very specific promise. And believe it or not, the diversity of services goes even further. I mean, way further. Beyond the usual business stuff, the source material lists things like tourism, AI development, and then you get into some really niche areas like occult sciences, wellness programs, and even real estate. It's a very eclectic mix, to say the least. So the big question is, what's the common thread here? What ties all of these incredibly different services together? Well, the source material points to one central promise, offering all of this at a super low cost and with incredible speed. And here it is. This is the headline number that really underpins their entire model. The central claim is that their services are priced 70 to 80% below the average market rate. That is a staggering figure, and it's absolutely key to how they position themselves. And it's not just about the price tag. It's also about speed. For instance, the source says that they can deliver official certifications like ISO in just 30 days, and that's presented as a huge leg up on the competition. This slide really puts it into perspective. You can see the super low entry point for branding, the claim that some certifications are 75% reimbursable for certain businesses in India, and legal fees that are just described as pocket prices compared to the standard market rate. But, of course, the big question is, how do you do low cost without sacrificing quality? Well, the source material argues it's not a trade-off. The story they tell is that AI automation plus an obsessive focus on quality lets them deliver what they call hyper-premium outputs for just a fraction of the usual cost. So you've got this huge array of services and a promise of low cost and high quality. The next logical question is, how do you plan to scale this thing globally? Well, the answer, according to the source material, is all in their franchise model. So here's how it's defined. The franchise program is basically a model where you pay a one-time fee to become a seller. From there, you can earn commissions on over 20 of the company's services, all while working from home with no ongoing royalty fees to worry about. And the process they lay out is pretty straightforward. First, you'd pick a package and pay that one-time fee. That opens the door for you to sell the company's full suite of services to anyone in the world. From that point on, you can earn commissions on your sales, plus you get bonuses for bringing other people into the franchise program. So what's the potential payout? The source states that commissions for franchisees can range anywhere from 20% all the way up to 40%, and that depends on the specific service and the package they signed up for.
And here it is. This is probably the most attention-grabbing claim of the whole franchise program. The source highlights a potential earning opportunity of 5 to 10 lakhs per month, which in India is a very, very significant income.
Okay, so what does this all add up to? Let's take a step back and look at the complete blueprint for this multi-vertical empire as it's presented in our source material. You can really boil it down to 4 main pillars. First, you've got the model. It's a one-stop shop for everything. Second, the promise, cheap, fast, and high quality. Third, the engine that makes it all run, AI automation. And finally, fourth, the growth strategy, a global franchise model. And so, after looking at the whole blueprint for this multi-vertical empire, we're left with a really big question. Is this kind of all-in-one model promising to solve every single business need from one place? Is that the future for entrepreneurs? Or is it a model that's just a little too ambitious? The source material makes a compelling case for it. What do you think?